Now it's time for the last kind of topics that may come in your essay writing topic, which is a discussion of a problem or an issue. I'll give you here an example about overpopulation. As you all know that overpopulation is a common present problem. Now we will give a kind of introduction for this problem, then we are going to give two different examples about this problem, and finally we will come to the conclusion, which will include a suggestion for solving this problem. Let's first read the topic. It starts like that. Overpopulation is a very serious problem. It affects education and health. The idea here, how can the governments solve this problem? This is a topic, and he asks here for giving two different examples of this problem, which is its effect on education and its effect on health. Let's start with the introduction. The introduction starts like that. As a matter of fact, overpopulation has occupied a lot of people's interests and discussions. It is a reason for a considerable number of other problems. No one can deny the fact that overpopulation needs the sincere efforts of both governments and people in order to face it and find out the possible practical solutions for it. I will leave a line and I will start with the first example, which is overpopulation's effect on education. Let's try to mention a public school. How does this public school, how is this public school affected by overpopulation? I'll start by saying, let's start speaking about its effect. Instead of repeating the words overpopulation, I said here its effect. And effect here is a noun. Its effect on education. Firstly, the schools are overcrowded with students. In addition to, there is no communication between teachers and students. Secondly, besides, thirdly, moreover, and finally. Then I'll move to the third paragraph, which is the other example about overpopulation's effect on health. Let's imagine how this problem affects the different public hospitals. I'll start by saying it's quite clear that this problem, you notice here that I didn't repeat the word overpopulation. It's quite clear that this problem affects, now affects here is the verb, affects health. First, the hospitals are crowded with patients. In addition to, there is no quite good service for these crowds of people. And so on, next, besides, next, besides, then, moreover, and lastly. Now, I will come to the last paragraph, which is a conclusion which includes a kind of suggestion for solving this problem. I'll start by saying, finally, I do believe, which is different than I believe. I assure the fact here. Finally, I do believe that overpopulation could come to an end if we exert our utmost efforts and our sincere interest to solve it. It needs the cooperation between both governments and people as well to solve it. Each one of us has his own essential role. As one hand never claps. After claps here, you have to mention one solution to this problem. For example, government should build new cities. In addition to, governments should encourage birth control. As a result of this solution or suggestions, I will say consequently, or it means as a result, we can reach the most suitable practical solutions for overpopulation. And this is the end of the sample. Thank you.